Here is a woman named Lizzie, and she saw an opportunity in these protests, ladies. An opportunity as follows. Watch SOT 19.
Here we are at my official dating profile request. I am 42. Actually, I'm almost 42. I am a relationship anarchist. I am on the lookout for somebody who right now will I'd be able to call and say, hey, get in the passenger seat and let's go fuck some shit up. If you're interested in fucking some shit up, if you're not afraid of a woman who can speak her mind, if you're interested in sitting in a side seat, message me. We got shit to do.
She blew a kiss. Started off so well. And she's like, we're going to go F. Okay. A lot of guys would be into that. And then it turned into something else. And just here's the epilogue. Lizzie did go out. It didn't go very well. Here's SOT 20.
I don't know how to plead enough with people. This is happening. This is happening. They are stealing people. If
crying.
you are out there right now acting like everything's totally fine, you're just gonna like go get a massage or like go out to brunch with some friends, you need to stop. You need to open your eyes, because the reality of what is happening is atrocious.
All right. Now you tell me, Isabel, whether she is crying over what's happening on the streets of Minneapolis or the fact that girl can't get a date.
You know, Megyn, it's hard to tell where all of the endless tears are coming from the millennial woman generation. I've never been more grateful than right now to be Generation Z. We've got a lot of promise ahead of us. I also think the keffiyeh is a really nice touch draped around the shoulders there. It's like these people don't even know what they're advocating for. But I think millennial women...
right. How many causes are at issue on this particular drive, madam?
Exactly. But this concept of millennial women embracing toxic empathy is so important, because we have gaslit entire generations of people in our society and culture to believe that they are really good people if they go out and they hit police officers with their car, or they're protesting to bring Sharia law into American culture, and they're a really bad person if they believe in objective reality or can answer the question like, what is a woman? We have a lot of work to do when it comes to reclaiming culture for young women in our country, and I'm excited to get that work done.
Yes, and I'm just gonna say, I don't think "come with me, we're gonna fuck shit up" is like the greatest intro to getting the best kind of man. But they are having problems at the Gen Z level. You tell me whether you know about this, Hayley, because the New York Post reports that the Gen Z men are not asking women out at all. They cite a man named Ryan Kessler. It's amazing that somebody actually
agreed to do this.
Went on the record with this. Right? He's 28 years old. He is, quote, terrified of talking to women. His hesitancy stems from, quote, the fear of being mistaken as a toxically macho, bone-headed creep. He told the Post, when trying to win over a potential love interest, the last thing he wants is to be considered a jerk who makes ladies cringe rather than swoon with a clumsy pickup line and unwelcome advances. I never want to make the other person feel uncomfortable, and I want to be respectful. Some girls don't want to be approached at all, so I'm always trying to err on the side of caution. Not wanting to come off as pushy is a concern shared by nearly half of single men in the U.S. who grapple with approach anxiety, Hayley. So what is our message to them?
This is pretty tragic. Also, you're not going to swoon anyone if you don't have the balls to go up and ask them out to begin with. I mean, this is really just fear. It's social anxiety. I think a lot of this stems in Gen Z from COVID. I think a lot of people got very comfortable just sitting behind their screens, behind their Zoom laptops. You know, they're not going into school anymore. Their social activities were canceled. And I think a lot of people found comfort in that. A lot of people that struggle with social anxiety, which is horrible to see what this is done to society and specifically in dating. But I think that this is also a pretty nasty side effect of dating culture and dating app culture as well, because dating apps kind of take away the fear, right? You don't have to be rejected face to face. You don't have to be rejected in real life. You don't have to go up to a girl and say, hey, I think you're cute. And she says, ew, get away from me. Or no, I have a boyfriend or anything like that. you assume if you're on a dating app that the other person, if they're being honest, is single. And then if you match, they also like you back. So you don't have to go out in public when you go to a bar and shoot your shot, because you don't have to worry about that. You could just hang out with your friends and then go home and let the dating app do all the work for you.
Yeah, back in my day, when I was your age, they had to come over to us at a bar or a restaurant or a campus or whatever. They had to. But, you know, I'm channeling Jordan Peterson right now because I know exactly what he would be saying. He would be saying, this is the fault of the women. And I don't think that would be wrong. Like, clearly this poor guy, my heart goes out to him, has had enough. I'm just going to take a shot and say probably leftist women be like, sit your ass down. You know, how dare you come over to me? Or shoot him down as like somehow stepping on her feminist power by coming over with a pickup line, that a lot of these guys are now feeling really gun shy about it, Isabel.
You're absolutely correct. And what's really sad is we've created an entire culture for young men to just choose to self-censor up front when it comes to basic chivalry of wanting to hold the door open for someone or help them lift their bag on the airplane into the overhead bin, because they've been so regularly yelled at by these radical leftist women that that's so anti-feminist and you hate women for suggesting that you should be a helping hand. I have an almost 9-month-old daughter, and I can't tell you how many times I was on planes when I was heavily pregnant with my daughter Isla that I actually had to go out of my way to ask men for help with my heavy suitcase that I wasn't supposed to be lifting in my 3rd trimester of pregnancy, because no one was offering anymore. So I do think we've really built this culture led by young women to stay away from me, men, don't approach me, don't come talk to me. And yet most of the studies that are being done on dating show that when young men do ask a woman out on a date, upwards of 90+% of the time it's successful, because nobody is asking in the first place. So I think we have to have kind of a reckoning as a generation with what we're okay with societally now, and see a lot more leadership from these young men to just ask.
The women do want it, Hayley. The Post reports that that 72% of women between the ages of 18 and 30 and 68% between the ages of 30 and 40 hope to be approached more. And then, of course, the Post has got a quote from somebody, a guy saying, well, I don't see anything wrong with the women approaching men for dates. He says, I know there's the argument that men used to go to war, but now women can too. So why can't they do the approaching? And my answer to that is, you know, thousands of years of biology and evolution. Like, men are programmed just genetically to be the pursuers, to come after the prey, to be the lion. And women enjoy that. Most normal women love to be pursued. And there's a whole game of cat and mouse that's kind of like a long foreplay kind of thing. And I resent the obnoxious feminists who have tried to beat this out of our men. I don't know. What would you say to a guy in this position who are afraid, who don't know how to approach a woman in a bar or elsewhere with a pickup line? Like, what's your advice to them?
Leave the pickup line at home. I would just say strike up a conversation as you would anyone else. I have shot my shot, right? I have gone up to guys that I thought are cute and I give them my number or whatever, and it doesn't work out, and it's okay, right? Like, I'm here, I'm alive to tell the tale. Nothing happened to me. I didn't die. And I'll tell you a personal story. I was at a Christmas party a few weeks ago, and I got a DM the next day from a guy saying, hey, my friend saw you at the party last night, thought you were cute. Here's his picture. Here's his number. Reach out to him if you'd like to go on a date. I said, no, absolutely not.
I was going to say, oh, hell no.
Your friend was in the same room as me, and you didn't take the opportunity to come and meet me in real life. The bar is in hell. Come up to me and ask me out in real life.
Yes, exactly right. I mean, I'm old school, right? I'm Gen X, but I would never go. I would never ask a man out, and I would never go out with a man who is too timid to approach me.
Exactly.
Like, you have to be fearless and bold, and I expect you to be a leader. Like, I expect you to be, even in my relationship, I'm obviously an A-type personality, but in my relationship, my husband is the dominant personality. He's much more of the A personality, and I'd have it no other way. But that has to start from the very beginning. I think conservative women are different. Some liberal women are like we are, but I think conservative women are different. A new year means new financial goals, like making sure your savings are secure and diversified. Will this be the year you decide to talk to someone from Birch Gold Group? They use an educational approach with a deep understanding of macroeconomics. There are forces pushing the dollar lower right now and gold higher, which is why they believe every American should own physical gold. So until January 30th, if you are a first-time gold buyer, Birch Gold is offering a rebate of up to $10,000 on qualifying purchases. To claim eligibility and start the process, just text MK to 989898. Birch Gold can help you roll an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold, and you are still eligible for a rebate of up to $10,000. Consider making right now your first time to buy gold and take advantage of a rebate of up to $10,000 when you buy by January 30th. Text MK to the number 989898 and claim your eligibility today. Again, just text MK to the number 989898 to check it out. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.